Yes, I'm here today to talk about something that I'm very excited about, which is the future of IBC, with the subtitle here being IBC Everywhere, and I'll show you how and why. So this clicker is not doing too much. Can I get a new one maybe? There we go. Yes. So yes, my name is Gjermund Garaba. I'm an overly excited IBC software engineer. So before we talk about the future of IBC, let's look at where we're at today. So IBC is already connected to 119 chains. So it's securing a lot of different chains, and it's trusted by a lot of different teams that have chosen this technology. It's also trusted with a lot of value. So with $1 billion US dollars on a typical 30-day volume means that there's a lot of trust that's being put in it through basically the free market in a way. And there's also a lot of users who trust it. So it's a protocol that's been shown to work, it's shown to be secure, and many trust it. And IBC is a general purpose message passing protocol, but what it actually aims to do is to do for Web3 and blockchains, do for Web3 what TCP/IP did for Web2 and the internet. So TCP/IP enabled the internet to become a thing. It took these small networks, these small things that were doing interesting things, and it expanded it and enabled it to do all the things that we now can do on the internet, which is, I mean, the space for innovation there was expanding infinitely when everything got connected. And that is also the purpose and the goal of IBC, to do that. And I'll go back to how we'll get there. But first, let's talk about what's been happening in 2024, because there is a lot of interesting things that has happened. So we've done, of course, a lot in ecosystem expansion, and there are many teams out there who are independently working on expanding the ecosystem for blockchains in general through IBC. So volume, obviously, increasing a lot. A lot of teams building IBC out for new ecosystems like Solana and others. We're also seeing that outside of like the typical Web3 sphere, there are big financial institutions who are looking to IBC to how they can enable blockchain communication, and IBC being the natural choice for that, as it's like similar to how TCP/IP enabled connections for networks. So like Interchain and Toki are working with some really big names in the financial industry to do that. We're seeing now with all the roll-ups and the whole modular ecosystem coming up, we'll definitely need a lot of interoperability and cross-chain communication for that to actually work out in a good way. NFT transfers, like we've done token transfers for a long while. NFT transfers will also enable a lot of new use cases. With the advent of all the CK things that are coming up with like SP1 and Risk Zero and all these, IBC being able to tap into that is also something that is going to be very interesting, and I'll mention that as well. In addition, there are like a lot of other ecosystems that are in the works as we speak, and we'll see all these different ecosystems being able to connect together to form, similar to how the internet was formed through all these networks. The Interchain is being formed as we speak through IBC. There's been a lot of development in the past year. So IBC Go, the canonical implementation for like the Cosmos SDK chains, we recently released V9, which enables native forwarding. So that you can do multi-hop transfers natively in the protocol, unwind tokens. So if you have an IBC asset somewhere, you can route it back to its original form. Multi-token transfers, so you can, in a single transactions, transfer multiple assets, and do things with them on, for instance, provide liquidity or do other things. IBC channel upgradability. We've done a lot of work to enable things in the rollup ecosystem and obviously usability and performance improvements across a lot of releases this year. IBCRS, so the Rust implementation of IBC, launched together with Cosmos and the Cosmos IBC. So being able to natively in Cosmos use IBC in a way more native and easy way than before, which also enables a lot of great use cases for smart contracts. Yeah, and they've done a lot of work on improving the code and improving the developer experience, which is incredibly important as we move into new territories and new ecosystems. Yeah, they've done a lot of work with Starknet and Sovereign SDK, and yeah, a lot of features and improvements that have been happening there in the past year. So Hermes, the relayer that's written in Rust, has obviously been keeping up with the development in the IBC protocol itself, enabling dynamic gas fees, the channel upgradabilities, and new ways to configure it, and obviously performance, which is very important when you transfer funds around. Interchain test, this one is a little extra interesting for me because I'm a developer, so I kind of like this one. So it enables you to basically set up a very real-like environment where you can spin up multiple chains locally, and you can run these tests on your own your own protocol, your own chain, and also like set up, for instance, now with Ethereum, Bitcoin, you can set up all these different chains that you would actually test with in a testnet or mainnet environment, and you can run these things without any simulation. It's real. You have actually real layers that connect them together, and you have an environment that you can't really replicate easily before without having a testnet, which is one, expensive, two, very slow, and this enables you to actually test things and have them more secure before you actually put them into production. So they've added a lot of chains. They've added support for other programming languages. Different ways of testing, basically, which is very important in all industries, but more so, I would say, in the blockchain ecosystems, because we deal with real money, we deal with real value that you don't want to mess with. So now it comes to what I'm most excited to talk about, which is the future, 2025 and beyond. Like I said, the goal of IBC is to become this interoperability standard for blockchains, and to really enable the future of blockchains. We need interoperability that works. We need to be able to expand beyond the Cosmos SDK and the different chains that we have. So what we've done is that we've taken a step back. We've thought about how we've taken the learnings that we made over the past few years, and we've rethought the protocol to make it possible to actually do that. So I'm very excited to announce, and maybe you can play the short little teaser video there. Video, yes, no? Yeah. So I'm sure many of you have already heard some whispers about this, but IBC Eureka is a new version of IBC that's coming in. Oh, nice. A new version of IBC Eureka, which is building on what we learned and taking us to actually be able to expand to all the ecosystems. Can you maybe go back to the slides? Nice, thank you. So it's coming in 2025, and basically what we've done is we've simplified the protocol in such a way where we have the exact same security assumptions that make IBC great today. It's direct communication with light clients on both sides, so you can actually have direct communication without any third parties, without having to rely on multisigs, which are being hacked left and right. So it builds on all of that. So it has all the same things that makes it great, but we've simplified it to remove a lot of the overhead that has made it very difficult to expand into ecosystems like Ethereum and Solana and all of these places. So it removes all the overhead of these handshakes that we have to do, and makes it possible to actually go to, for instance, Ethereum, which we are doing. So it enables direct communication with Ethereum, so you can have real IBC connection directly with Ethereum, with light clients on both sides. So we built, for instance, a light client to support that, leveraging all the things that are happening in ZK these days, and also, basically building it out for Ethereum and also other EVM chains, which we'll be able to support. And like I said, it enables it to support on basically any VM because it's now so much simpler. So, for instance, we built a proof of concept with the IBC Eureka for Solidity in 2 weeks, where it previously took months to do the same because of the complexity and all the communication that had to happen before, which are now removed. And compatibility has been improved, so protobuf, which used to be a requirement, is now actually possible to do. So we actually have it coming in 2025, and I'm very excited that it will be able to improve a lot. Just finally, there is also an ideathon happening right now, so lots of prizes to win, and you do not have to be a developer. Go and sign up. If you have ideas on what you can do with IBC, this is an easy and good way to get into that. Yeah, and thank you. I think 2025 is the year of IBC, and I'm excited to see what y'all build with it. Thank you.